power to me means more responsibility. So they say that with more power comes responsibility. According to me, with more responsibility comes power, right? Power gives us an opportunity to empower so many more people, and that creates a ripple effect, and you're able to benefit the entire ecosystem. So that's what power means to me. Learning and teaching has always been an integral part of my life. And before I joined Baiju and started teaching, I'd planned to go to the US to pursue my higher studies. And while waiting for my results, I got the opportunity to take my first class. I was just 21, and I instantly realized my passion for teaching, though. I realized that helping others learn in the right way, it can create an impact that can change their future. So since then, there's no looking back for me. It turned my career around. I've grown as a teacher. I've also been able to help students in different geographies, areas, experience, and believe in lifelong learning. Last year has been a year of changes, and as an entrepreneur, being agile has been of topmost priority. And with online learning becoming mainstream, we had to assess, we had to adapt, we had to implement at great speeds to stay ahead, to be able to provide something of value, consistent value to students who had especially, there was a full stop to their learning. And also, this was the year I became a mother for the second time. So it was about creating effective artificial boundaries that helped me streamline work, children, and home. It hasn't been the easiest thing, frankly, if you don't plan and prioritize right. But the support system I've built has really helped me. So on one side, it's about making decisions faster than ever before and rallying teams to work towards its execution. And on the other side, it's about ensuring that you give children the love, time, and care that they need. First, I'll congratulate her on taking the right decisions. And then I will tell her to always follow her passion and have faith in her journey. To set both personal and professional goals, keep pushing the boundaries to achieve them. Never get worried about challenges, because the reward at the end of it is going to be completely worth the efforts you put in. And most importantly, never settle for anything less than you deserve. You yourself have the power to change your life. So I guess don't be afraid to take a big leap. Fortunately, I have never faced this challenge because we are a very diverse organization. We have 40% representation of women across levels. Now, this means that you're automatically heard when you have a valid point to make. That's worked because we've been cognizant of maintaining diversity since inception. It's worked for us in the long run. After all, it isn't a gender, right, that defines a successful leader. It's their traits, it's their innate will and skill. And it's the one who has their skin in their game with innovative ideas and passionate commitment whose voice rings the loudest. So in a diverse organization, and I'm fortunate to be in one like that, I don't think you need to do something special to make yourself heard. You need to have valid points backed by numbers, and then automatically your point is going to be made. Discussions and debates are important because they help you have a multi-dimensional approach to both problem solving and solution creation, which is imperative if you're pioneering a segment, you're creating your own rule book. So all of this is important. But the opinion that always wins is the one that is backed by numbers. And like a family, once you have the right direction, everybody rallies for it. And that's why it works. So I think giving value to objectiveness over subjectiveness helps in ultimately taking the right decision and dealing with dissent, if I have to call it dissent, in the right way. Women are natural multitaskers, and it's helped me personally be a teacher, mentor, friend, businesswoman, mother, wife, all at the same time. But multitasking can actually hit you back. You may end up trying to do too many things all at once, which is never going to work. It's always better to give 100% to one thing at a time than 10% to 10 things simultaneously. So it's not going to work that way. So firmly believe in setting artificial boundaries, prioritizing my time, whether it's managing time at work, spending time with family, or for myself. So I love the work I do. Teaching is therapy for me. But apart from that, family time is also very important. Spending time with the kids, both my sons, it helps me de-stress. And I also ensure that I keep time for physical fitness every day without fail. So 30 minutes, which I never ever compromise on. And when you take time out to care for your physical fitness, it contributes a big deal to your mental wellness too. So it could be a swim at 6 a.m. or a HIIT program or a bike ride in the evening. Anything, it rejuvenates, it nourishes the mind and body and actually keeps you going.